So the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals returned that opening kickoff. We had a little delay in the start of tonight's ball game. Chain gang, they're all volunteers and had a few lined up, and they didn't make it. So ready to put the ball into play. First play from scrimmage in tonight's ball game. Quarterback for the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals, jersey number 10. That's Jerv Epperson out of North Shore High School. Prolific quarterback. Has 19 touchdown passes on the season for the Cardinals and only been intercepted 4 times, including the playoff game last week. So Pig Griffin, number 25, to the right of Epperson. Snap, straight drop, looking upfield. Got a completion on this near side of the field, breaks the initial tackle. That's 18, Devin Scott. Good route, good catch. So that's what the Cardinals enjoy doing, is throwing the ball as opposed to running it. But offensive coach E.J. Walls said he likes to be a little more balanced if possible, because he's got talented backs in Pig Griffin and also Josiah Miller. Josiah Miller had a tremendous ball game in last week's 42-20 victory over the Louisiana Swamp Gators. The sun is horrendous here at Lakeshore Titan Coliseum until it gets to about maybe 20 minutes from now. So Epperson, the quarterback in the shotgun. Lone running back directly behind him is Pig Griffin. Pig off the left side, good open hole, running hard, running with reckless abandon. He is ahead for some really good yards over that left side of the field.
Brought down by a host of savages. Can't see the numbers from this angle. Looking like it's going to be a North Shore Technical second down try.
So we'll have a second down after Pig Griffin picks up good yardage over that left side. Just underway here at Lakeshore Titan Coliseum, round 2 of the Next Level Football Alliance playoffs. Cardinals were off last week, and the week prior they had that big 42-20 win over the Louisiana Swamp Gators. Epperson in shotgun, 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the near. Waiting the snap is Epperson, former North Shore Panther. Snap, looking upfield, coming to this right side of the field. Receiver makes a cut.
Devin Scott,
and
touchdown!
He waltzes into the end zone. So nice hookup between Epperson and Devin Scott.
Devin Scott, touchdown.
Yeah, I thought they might be throwing a flag, but that was a touchdown pass. 36 yards, we'll call it, from Epperson to Devin Scott. Devin Scott had a great ball game 2 weeks ago in the opening round playoff win against the Swamp Gators.
Looks like the referees are conferring.
So now the officials are talking about something. There was a lot of players that seemed to stop in mid-action of that play.
Stands. It is a touchdown, Cardinals!
So whatever the discussion was between the officials, they did not wave off the play. So a 36-yard TD pass from Epperson to Devin Scott. James Furman will be the place kicker attempting the PAT. The holder on the deep snap is number 14, a backup quarterback and a defensive player, Dustin Moreau, out of Slidell High School. And the deep snapper is Jalen Winchester. So this would be normally a 32-yard extra point. There's a flag negating the extra point attempt. PATs are definitely not a gimme in this league, but with James Furman, a former soccer player here at Lakeshore High School, he's had a nice entry season with the Cardinals. They call him Legatron. Executive director of the Cardinals, Garen Narcisse, made me aware of that last week, and he does have a strong leg. I enjoy seeing him kick these extra points, but on kickoffs I like it just as much. So here's the mark off. Ball will be spotted at the 27-yard line as Furman attempts the extra point. Morrow, the holder, waiting the snap. 6-0. Cardinals got on the board in their first drive. Now we got more whistles.
We got more whistles on play.
Hope this is an indication of what we're going to have call-wise during the contest. It started out as a simple 32-yard extra point attempt for the Cardinals. The Savages, Tri-City Savages, were offsides, the mark off. Now they're having a discussion. We are in week 2 of the playoffs, and shouldn't have this many discussions on an attempted extra point, but here is where we are.
Looks like another false start.
Official still waiting to mark off the penalty. 6-0 lead for the Cardinals on the opening possession of the ball game. So Furman takes his count back. Morrow, the holder, waiting to snap on this long-awaited extra point attempt. Snap, it's high. Morrow does make a good catch, puts it down. The ball was blocked.
The extra point is blocked. Returned a little bit for an attempted 2 points.
So not successful on the extra point attempt. A high snap. Morrow was able to get the ball down. So 6-0 ball game in favor of the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals. Opening possession of the contest.
We'd like to thank some of these sponsors here.
The Tri-City Savages are out of the Mississippi area near Hattiesburg. And they come in tonight with a 6-3 record. And they started out opening the season. They were not looking very good. They got off to an 0-3 start to open the campaign in the next level football allowance. And then after dropping those 3 openers, they defeated the Blue Wolves by a score of 21-0. The Louisiana Swamp Gators, they shut them out 28-0. And then the Savages also blanked the Blue Wolves again by a score of 21-0. So that evened their season record at 3-3. And during that 3-0 stretch, when they pitched those 3 consecutive shutouts, the Savages totaled 70 points and allowed the opponents, obviously, in those 3 shutouts, a goose egg. So the Savages playing their best ball late in the season. They beat the Knights by a score of 44-14 back on May 11th, and that got them here. So here's the kickoff from Legatron, James Furman. The boot is in the air.
Ball booms into the end zone
and goes into the end zone. So that will be a touchback.
So
So Cardinals will set up on defense.
Loud and proud.
So the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals defense will take the field. They're led up front by number 0, Stephen Wright. Played some time at the University of Virginia and also with the Lions out of Southeastern. Wears that 0 jersey. Goes about 6'5", big guy in the front. One of the strengths of the Cardinals defense, led by defensive coordinator Don Kelly, is their front 4 or their front 7, including their linebackers. But the secondary for the Cardinals is also a strong suit, as they are quick to the football. So the Tri-City Savages will have their first possession of the ball game, starting at their 25, going from right to left. Quarterback is number 3, George Bolton. He's the athlete. Number 2 is the running back to watch, Denarius Antoine. He's their athlete.
Gobbled up there, got a flag on the play.
Got another flag on the play, so there's been a lot of laundry to determine here.
Cardinals, Mr. Dondrell Gordon.
These uniforms for the Savages, I couldn't make out a number if I had to. So let's see what the whistle is. Cardinals are kind of saying, let's mark them back.
Looks like they're going to, it's a false start.
False start, they decline it actually because there was a good stop by the front of the Cardinals defense.
2nd and 10.
Cardinals finished the regular season 6-2. They entered tonight's ball game, second week of the playoffs, as the number 2 seed. And the visiting Tri-City Savages are the number 3 seed. They enter with a 6-3 mark, playing their best ball game in their last 6, including that opening round playoff win. As I mentioned, they started 0-3. Bolton, shotgun, player in motion from left to right. Snap, straight back. Bolton. Good pressure by the Cardinals defense. So Dustin Morrow, the Slidell High player. Good defense by the Cardinals.
Brings up a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 yards to go. Ball sits at the 25-yard line of the Savages. Cardinals defense under Don Kelly, the defensive coordinator, would like nothing more to get a stoppage here and set up a 4th down punt formation. Cardinals lead tonight's ball game by a score of 6-0. Bolton, shotgun, 1 running back in the backfield with him to the left of him. 2 receivers near, 2 to the top. Almost a mishandle. Bolton heads up field, and he's popped. So after about a 5-yard gain, so Abe Dawson in there for the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals.
By Mr. Stephen Wright out of Southeastern.
So Wright, as he most all downs, is in the thick of things there. This will set up a 4th down. 4th and 5. Deep in the territory at their own 30. Savages set up in punt formation. They trail the Cardinals 6-0. Week 2 of the Next Level Football Alliance playoffs. Seems like these plays take an awful long time to get underway and no delay of game penalties. There's a snap. It's a good one. The boot. A lot of discussion here early in the ball game there. Marcus Connolly finally corrals the football in the punt as the punt is brought back short upfield. It'll be situated at the 38-yard line. Cardinals now going from left to right with their white helmets and white jerseys, red numerals. Don't really have a problem deciphering who they are, but it is really next to impossible to give you numbers of the Savages. So Jerv Epperson had a touchdown connection for 36 yards on the opening drive to Devin Scott. The extra point attempt by James Furman was no good. That's where we stand in a 6-0 contest. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near. 1 running back to the right of Epperson. Epperson likes to wear that long sleeve kind of I hope it's not a sweatshirt, but that's been his moniker as long as I've known him. The high white socks. Another false start, it looked like. Let's see if this one goes against the offense or the defense. So this one looks like it's against the Cardinals. So this will be 5-yard mark off, a false start.
About 15 now.
So at the 10-17 mark of the first quarter, Cardinals have had at least 3 penalties on them in this early portion of the contest here at Lakeshore Titan Coliseum. Cardinals break the huddle. I think that might be Josiah Miller directly behind him. Epperson in the shotgun. Snap, straight drop. Looking, now rolling as Epperson rolls away from pressure, throws across his body, a completion if he was inbounds. The official is saying yes. So Marcus Connerly is on the reception, the former Franklinton Demon Deacon. So he's one of those demons and very talented player. Been with the organization for a few years now. Also sees time at defensive back. So about a
Parents
5-yard
President Mike
hookup.
Cooper has a deep-rooted dedication to shaping the future of the
Been the
Parents
short
that he
passing
has
game
called home his
initially
entire
from
life,
Epperson,
while preserving
but
its
we know the
remarkable
receivers on the
character.
Cardinals'
Under his
offensive
leadership,
side of the
administration is focused on
football,
providing
led
efficient
by
and
Xavier
effective
Chapman.
system of
They
governance.
like to go upfield, and Xavier Chapman is the team's leading receiver. He's got 8 touchdowns on the year and 30-some-odd catches. Man, there's a run that is bottled up and goes nowhere. Some Savages that were on the hunt just blew that running game up.
Bring up a third down try after a loss of 3.
So Josiah Miller out of Bowling Green, who was the leading ball carrier last week, had a nice outing, averaged about 5 yards a carry, picked up some key short yardage situations, running tough inside. So the Cardinals break their offensive huddle. Same formation, 2 receivers to either side. That's Chapman, number 4, to the top of the screen. The inside slot receiver on the near side is Scott. More movement, now a late whistle. Now the judge here on this left side signaled false start. I think there's a lot of confusion. Number 19, one of the talented wideouts for the Cardinals, that's Lamel Norman out of Slidell High. Lamel Norman caught 2 touchdown passes last week. Total about 33 yards, had a good ball game. So the offense has not been firing on all cylinders that would be a go. Second round of the playoffs, they got to get settled in and stop making false starts and illegal procedure calls against them. Josiah Miller directly behind Epperson. Snap, straight drop, pressured, rolls, spins, tries to spin out of another tackle. His wrist was grabbed and is brought down. Savages make an excellent defensive stop. I would need a lot of help or some better eyeballs to give you numbers, but it was a good stop off that right side as Epperson was pressured. He started to roll right, then he went back to the left, attempted to spin out, and was brought down for a sack. So good defensive step up by the Savages. Cardinals will be punting this football. Back in deep punt formation is James Furman. Up back is Moreau as he's counting the special teamers for the Cardinals. Set up, and they were short one. 26 comes in late. Never understood how special teamers, if they're on the punt team, never knew that they were supposed to be somewhere. Now we've got a flag before the ball is snapped or as it's snapped. The punt is away, but this will be probably another
game on the Cardinals.
Yeah. Cardinals were running in a player very late in that set. That was Jermaine Mitchell, number 26, a running back. He got there late, and they probably did not get the ball off. So now they should have the right amount of numbers of players on special teams as they will try to punt the ball away. Special teams can help you or hurt you. So James Furman, wearing jersey number 99. He was a walk-on for the Johns Hopkins University football team, so he'll have a shot this coming football season. Pressure, he is blocked, and this ball is bounding in the end zone. And I'm not sure why the Bayou Lacombe Cardinal, was that Josiah Miller, 17? The ball was snapped over the punter's head, and Josiah Miller hustled back to the football. It's blocked. Miller goes back, but you just need to fall on that and take a safety, but he tried to pitch the ball back. So that was a special team snafu from Jump Street. So this is not what the Cardinals want to do, give the Savages some easy points and yardage in tonight's ball game. I think Josiah Miller was just undecided of what to do, but it's like in basketball. when you're losing a ball out of bounds under your basket, the last thing you ever attempt to do is throw it back in underneath your basket or the opponent trying to score. It never goes well. I kind of figured this, that the Tri-City Savages will not attempt PATs. Bolton, the quarterback, everybody in tight. He's running over the right side, and he just kind of waltzes in, is untouched as he goes into the end zone. And Bolton and the Savages now have an 8-6 lead. Just under 7 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Those first 6 points to tie the game at 6-all, courtesy of a muffed punt attempt. A ball snapped way over the head of James Furman, the punter for the Cardinals. Josiah Miller did hustle back and got into the end zone, but as he was going out of the end line, decided to flip the ball back, and it was recovered by the Savages. Bolton converts. So Cardinals break the huddle. Number 7, Marcus Connerly, the Franklinton Demon. He comes to the sideline. Let's see if the Cardinals can cut into this lead and get a play here. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near. 1st and 10. Excellent field position after the kick went out of bounds. The Cardinals start at their own 40-yard line, right in the middle of the field. Turn, handoff, Pig Griffin trying to bounce it outside. Good defensive stop.
Pig Griffin runs laterally for a short gain.
Nice stop by
Good stop.
the Savages.
Like number 6 or number 44 for the Savages.
We'll give credit to 6, Robert Biggs, a linebacker, and number 44, that's Marcus Hosey. So good rush upfield. They hold Pig Griffin to no gain. Sets up 2nd and 10. Like to see the Cardinals on offense, though, try to establish a little bit of a running game. Same type formation, Pig Griffin to the right of Epperson. 2nd down and 10. Snap, straight, another whistle. There was pressure there. 3 Savages had come in as the whistle was being sounded. This is another false start penalty being marked off against the Cardinals.
2nd down try.
Cardinals need to clean up this lack of effectiveness and efficiency on offense before they try to get started. They're shooting themselves in the foot with too many penalties, and they're all either illegal procedures or forced start calls. So they need to stop that really quickly. Earlier in the year, they had some problems where they were double-digit penalties, 10, 12, 13. Towards the end of the season, the Cardinals were able to clean that up. Tonight, they better stop doing what they're doing to be competitive. Epperson, little screen pass, caught by Pig Griffin, but it was snuffed out. That was an excellent defensive play by the Savages as they read the screen. Instant replay, good pressure off the edges, and one-on-one, somebody there in the middle of the defense just broke to the football and made an aggressive defensive stop. Set up a 3rd and long. Ball sits at the 36-yard line of the Cardinals. The 3rd and long. Call it 14 yards to go for the first down. See if Epperson and his offensive coordinator, E.J. Walls, in his 4th year, if they can come up with a play to get 14 yards and convert on 3rd. There's another motion.
Another false
You got linemen, false start coming out of their stance, and there's no cohesion. If I were the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals coaching staff, I'd call a timeout right now and get it situated, that you go on a time count or something, or a signal number, but or a hot word, but this is not going good for them as another penalty is marked off. Ball is at the 31-yard line. Offensive line just needs to settle down. They break their huddle. 3rd and extra long after the additional 5 yards is marked off. See if Epperson can find some magic hookup with his receivers. Pressure off the edge, steps up, goes downfield, caught. He's going to be marked just short of the first down. Regardless of forward progress, he will be short. But this will be a 4th down play in good field position after the completion.
Looks like a first down.
So they're going to give him forward progress. It didn't look like he had it from my vantage point, but they do move the sticks. Not sure who was on the receiving end of that completion, but he did get enough for first down. So they'll give it to the X-Man, the X-Factor, Xavier Chapman, right out of Lakeshore High School here, a 2014 graduate. He's their deep threat, but he's a good possession receiver as well. So he got just enough of forward progress, but I'm sure they would have gone for that on 4th down if they would have been short. The ball is situated right in the middle of the field at the 50. Nice picture of the Lakeshore Titans logo. Their school colors, silver and black. So big pickup and a good connection between Epperson and Chapman. First reception of the day for Chapman. Snap, straight turn, pressure. Good blocking to pick up the on. There goes Epperson. He's running upfield. He's got a first down and wisely slides down to avoid any contact. Gives up himself. So he gets the first down and alertly goes to the turf. There you got to be careful not to slide too early, because when you do, and now they're remarking the sticks. That's what I thought happened. When he went into his forward slide, he was stopped short of the first, and that was probably a good call by the officials and a good spot. As I was going to say, when you're going to slide like that, you've got to make sure you've got the yardage you need before you go into that slide, because they're not going to give you any extra yardage. 2 receivers to the far side. That's Xavier Chapman, 4, and Austin Jackson, number 3. 2 tightly bunched to this near side. Straight drop is Epperson, rolls out of trouble, rolling, throws across his body, upfield.
Pass broken up on the right side of the offense.
Good defensive play by the secondary.
Chapman as Jervis Epperson scrambles. That's going to bring up 3rd and short here for your Bayou Lacombe Cardinals.
I like the play call. They were just second and very short there after Epperson gave himself up in his slide. It's less than a half a yard. So 2 downs to go for this. Probably do a similar type play if you want to. Epperson, number 10, going back to the huddle, along with number 19, Lamel Norman, the Slidell High graduate. Did some time at Grambling and Southeastern with the Lions. To mention, he had 2 touchdown catches last week 2 weeks ago in the victory by the Cardinals. Josiah Miller, number 17, the leading ball carrier last week, is to the right. Lamel Norman, Mel goes to the left. Little miscommunication there. Xavier Chapman went upfield and appeared to be open down at around the 35-yard line. The ball falls incomplete. Lamel Norman, who went in
the offense is lined up to go for it.
A rush to the left there, going in motion between him and Chapman. So proved to be a promising second and less than a half a yard after not so good stuff offensive-wise. They're facing a fourth and very short. Snap, quick handoff to Miller. He gets that hard yardage. He almost runs out of tackles, and as he hit the line of scrimmage, he was just tripped up and gets a good gain on the play. So good blocking off the left side, but his quick hitting of the hole got him that yardage. So try to get the linemen that were in on the blocks. Looks like 58 made a good block. 58 is Mickey Johnson, formerly of St. Paul's, had some time with the LSU Tigers. So Mickey Johnson had a good block off that left side. Pick up the first down on 4th and short. Fake. Epperson is just gobbled up.
Quick play-action play.
Second sack of the day for the Savages. Savage defense doing a great job of pressuring the offensive line of the Cardinals, not allowing them to get much of anything, no time. Epperson comes to this near sideline to chat with E.J. Walls, the fourth-year offensive coordinator, joined by a couple of receivers, 18, Devin Scott, 19. This looks like it might be a timeout. Our score here at Lakeshore Titan Coliseum, home of the Titans in Class 4A here in St. Tammany Parish. It's the Tri-City Savages, 8, and the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals, 6. Cardinals have to clean up their offensive illegal motions and untimely movement before the snap of the football. They are trailing 8-6, but this has been a pretty good drive to this point that they were able to convert on that 4th and short. Could have been horrendous had they not picked it up, because Epperson picked up 9 yards on the scramble and gave himself up sliding feet first, but the officials marked him shy of the first down, and then some incompleted passes. And luckily, Josiah Miller, the leading ground gainer last week for the Cardinals, managed to pick up the short yardage and more on a quick burst over that left side. Cardinals are the number 2 seed. They enter tonight's playoff game with a 7-2 mark. The number 3 seed is the Tri-City Savages. They enter with a 6-3 mark after their opening round playoff victory last week over the Mississippi Gulf Coast Raiders. Raiders had a pretty good season this year, but things didn't go their way last week as they played over at Hattiesburg High School and were in that short end of the 36-22 score. A lot of flags, a lot of laundry thrown in that game. The ball is loose, is picked up by the Savages. So Josiah Miller, the ball on the ground. So Cardinal, number 52, came up with the recovery. So let's see how they mark this one.
From the moment you walk
ball
in,
is spotted on the 35-yard line.
The experienced team aboard certified emergency room physicians, skilled ER nurses,
so Savages, they hold a 8-6 advantage. 14:55 remaining here in the second quarter. George Bolton, the quarterback, he's joined in the backfield. Snap, turns, Handoff over the left
By a
side.
handful of Cardinals. That's going to bring up a second down here for your defense.
Good defensive
When you
stop
make
on that
noise,
right
ladies and
side.
gentlemen, the defense plays well. We need your help. Get loud, get proud.
So short gain in the play of about 2 yards. Ball sits at the 37-yard line. Savages in their blue uniform, blue hats, blue pants, and what appears to be black numerals, which they could have used any color but that. Kind of a gray might have helped. Shotgun is Bolton. 14 meets him in the backfield. That's Jordan Davis, a wide receiver. Snap. Fake handoff. Bolton going over the left side. Good yardage. First down. Passes midfield. Brought down in the secondary.
Number 12, Jare McGill.
That's good defense further upfield by Jare McGill out of North Shore. So a nice ball fake by Bolton. And then he kept it, tucked it, went around the left side. Good blocking there. Flag at about the 48-yard line of the Cardinals. Personal foul. Face mask.
Face mask on the play. That's going to move the Savages up 15 more yards.
That will be a additional 15-yard mark off after the nice run by Bolton after the fake.
The Cardinals entrust their banking needs to Fidelity. Fidelity Bank is a community partner with the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals, and they do a lot to live up to their
So the officials mark it off, and this drive being aided by some penalties following Bolton's nice pickup. Bolton is more of a runner than he is a thrower.
Thank you, Fidelity Bank, for your support of your Bayou Lacombe Cardinals.
So the Savages break the huddle. One receiver to this near side. Now he's joined by a slot receiver. Running back behind Bolton. Snap, turn, handoff over the left side. Not much there.
It's going to bring up a second down and about 7 here for your Bayou Lacombe Cardinals defense.
That's number 2, Denarius Antoine, and according to his coach, Irvin Wolf, and the owner, says that he's the real deal. He's a star. He's the man. Anything they need, he gives them. Dropping back to pass, now running, throwing across his body. A wide receiver wide open down inside the 5 is flung out of bounds. So a nice pitch and catch by Bolton. Bolton steps up in the pocket. I thought he was going to run, but he throws it upfield, and a nice hookup with his Savages teammate. So heck of a completion there. I thought that Bolton might run the ball, but I guess he spotted his wide out, wide open down the field, picks up a key first down deep down into Cardinals territory, and this will be a 1st and goal setup. Ball is inside the 5-yard line. We'll call it the 4. Everybody in tight, shotgun, turn, snap. Good defensive pressure off the ball.
Number 32 looks like Jalen Palmer, maybe.
It's a nice stop there at the point of attack.
By number 35, Stephen Jackson.
So Stephen Jackson on the play. A good read.
Second and goal.
We'll call it no gain. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. That was Antoine off the left side. Antoine hasn't gotten started or unleashed just yet. He was a Bears rookie some years back. Same time frame that Trubisky, the quarterback, was with the Bears. So we'll take a timeout. And tonight's ball game being brought to you by Flying Ghost Productions.
Physical therapy strives to keep.
We go around about doing 20 to 25 air shows a year, demonstrating the capabilities of the A-10.
Thank you this morning for allowing me to be here.
It's time. Talk to your kids now.
I would have driven 100 miles.
Running back number 2, Denarius. So 4th and goal. Cardinals, a little movement. We might have an official timeout.
Timeout Cardinals. Timeout Cardinals.
Timeout by the Cardinals.
The U.S. Navy recruiters mission to recruit the best, most qualified, and professionally resilient individuals for today and tomorrow's Navy. They're down in New Orleans. Everybody is looking for a better life with educational opportunities and stable future. Check them out. The U.S. Navy recruitment. Velocity Clinical Research does clinical research for drug companies across the world. They're an integral part of the pharmaceutical industry. They conduct trials for a variety of medicines and are continuously looking for subjects. They specialize in medicines that are almost at approval. They offer $125 a visit to participate in the study. If you need information, check out
on defense. They are set up defensively. It's a 4th and goal. Ball situated at the 7-yard line. Trips to the far side. Looks like got some opening there. The Cardinals are late getting over. Bolton in shotgun. 4th and goal from the 7. Snap. Pressure up the middle. He's pressured. He throws a jump pass. Oh, knocked away. 3 receivers and 3 defenders in the area. The ball is tipped and then it's knocked away. So excellent defensive play.
Defensive play by your Cardinals. That, my friends, is what we like to call a fan
excellent play.
Thank you, fans.
Defensive impact play of the game by the Cardinals secondary. They held off the Savages. Savages had a 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. That drive was aided by a number of penalties, including a 15-yard face mask.
The U.S. Navy chains are in position.
Jerv Epperson, 2010 graduate. He's been a star in this league since he became a player. Great numbers coming in, over 1,400 yards in passing yardage. 19 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. Made a mistake 2 weeks ago in the playoff game. Tried to do a slant route and threw into triple coverage. I don't think he saw the guy in front of him trying to make something happen. But only 4 picks with as many passes as he's thrown. Excellent season. A candidate for MVP of the league. Straight drop is Epperson down around his goal line. Runs out of pressure. Throws across his body upfield. It's a completion. Falling forward for a first down. So Lamell Norman, number 19, out of Slidell High.
Slidell High graduate there. North Shore High graduate to a Slidell High graduate. I say all the time, this is like having a North Shore All-Star team. We got them all.
That's it. St. Tammany Parish guys, from one St. Tammany Parish athlete to another. Big first down. Get out of the shadow of their own goal line. Ball is at the 21-yard line of the Cardinals, going from right to left. Big first down pickup by Epperson and Norman. Snap, turn, handoff. Cutting upfield, good gain on first down.
A little run for about 4 yards here.
Pick Griffin trying to juke his way up.
North Shore Technical Community College, 2nd down try.
So we'll call it a 3-yard gain on first down by
There's hot dogs, there's nachos, there's jalapenos, there's cheese, there's chili.
Cardinals probably like to have a little more balance offensively. They are definitely a passing threat upfield. Short game pretty good as the receivers are fast. They run good routes, but it never hurts to have a balanced running attack. Oh, there's more movement up this left side. It's either a snap count that they're not getting or they're just anxious. And that's Stephen Wright, 0, who's playing a lot of offense tonight. So he just fell back into his stance a little early. Can't give up 5 yards when you're down in this part of your own field. Cardinals trail the visiting Savages 8-6. Efferson snap. Man, right almost moved again. Upfield's Chapman. He's got it. Makes a little juke move. Boy, he just runs out of real estate. If he'd have had another yard or two in this near side of the field, he would have been able to cut that upfield and get more yardage. But it is a U.S. Coast Guard first down for the homestanding Titans at Titan Coliseum. I should say those Cardinals. So the ball is moved out to the 40-yard line. That's what Chapman can do for you. He's got deep threat speed, so if he can get you to bicycle back defensively and he cuts off the route, good timing, good pass protection from the offensive lineman for the Cardinals, and Efferson put it right in his breadsticks. So 2 receivers to this near side, 2 to the far, running back to the right of Efferson.
Great defensive play by the Savages.
Good defense on that.
By number 24.
Nice defensive turn
That's
away.
Bring up a North Shore Technical Community College second down try, 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down from the Cardinals' own 40-yard
Speaking
line.
of North Shore Technicals, North Shore Technical Community College offers a wide range of workforce training and transfer programs to students seeking a competitive edge
wide
in today's
receivers
global
of the
economy.
Cardinals run these
Cardinals
deep
and North
routes,
Shore Tech are
and
proud
the
to
ball
have a
is
partnership to provide
thrown
opportunities
short,
for Cardinal
and they
participants
keep going
to
on a
better their
go
lives.
route. Takes them a long time to get back into the huddle for the start of the next play. So 10 yards to go for the Cardinals. Snap, drop, coming to this side. Nice catch again by Chapman at the near side. Almost similar to the other play. He made the first defensive back miss, cut straight upfield, no hesitation. That's 2 times in a row. Similar route, similar yardage, same result. Touchdown as the X Factor, the X-Man, Xavier Chapman, number 4, leading wide receiver for the Cardinals. And Efferson hooks up with him again. 8 touchdowns on the year receiving for Chapman. Next time if they run a similar route, I think instead of cutting upfield, maybe he needs to cut back to the inside and go across the grain, see if he can find an opening. Big first down pickup, nice drive. Efferson pressured, short passing game. They have snuffed this out. They have snuffed out the short passing game. That's Big Griffin, almost as soon as he caught the ball, was tackled by number 6. That's Robert Biggs, the linebacker. So he's making the read. They completed that pass twice, but Biggs has made the read and stops it. That's a no gain. He's 2nd down and 10. All at the 42-yard line of the Savages. Cardinals going from right to left. They need to get down to the 32 of the Savages. Cardinals are trailing in tonight's ball game 8-6. Jerv Efferson, prolific kind of quarterback, was a superb, talented throwing and running quarterback in high school and hasn't missed a beat with the Cardinals. Good slant route, nice hookup, good timing route. That's Chapman. It should be Chapman's 3rd or 4th catch on tonight's ball game. Here's they're trying to establish Chapman a normal deep threat as the short passing game, and it won't be long before you'll see a pump and go from Efferson to try to get Chapman free upfield. Strong suit of the Cardinals offense since their inception in 2017 has been their wide receiver core. They've always had not 1 or 2 guys, but 3 or 4. This year is no different. You've got Chapman with his 8 touchdowns. You've got Lamell Norman, number 19 out of Slidell High. You've got Jackson. You've got Bryce Bickham, a young star out of Lakeshore basketball, all-district player. Efferson is hit as he throws it. Well, he got hit as he threw it, pressure off the edge, but that is a touchdown pass to Devin Scott. That should be his 2nd touchdown of the night.
Scott goes for number 2.
First one was from 36 yards out, and that was a perfectly timed play. Efferson was under duress off the left side of the defense, but he had just enough oomph to get it upfield, and another long touchdown pass for the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals. So the Cardinals will set up. They should go for 2 here since the first extra point attempt was no good, and that's what they are going to do. The offensive skill players are on the field. 2 weeks ago in the opening round playoff, they picked up Lamell Norman here on a really nice slant route from about 10 yards out. So that would be my suggestion. Jerv Epperson, shotgun, straight drop, pressured, throws to the far outside, and the 2-point conversion is good. So Lamell Norman out of Slidell High gets the conversion. It just wasn't a slant route. It was a route where he went out to the right side. And the Slidell Tigers and the North Shore Panthers, former players, are doing some good things along with Lakeshore's Xavier Chapman. Nice drive, and it gets the Cardinals back into the driver's seat as they now lead by a score of 14-8. Tonight's contest being brought to you by Flying Ghost Productions.
Cardinals looking to kick it off. J.P. Furman, Legatron is going to
J.P. Furman drops back to get the kickoff. All teed up at the 35-yard line of the Cardinals. Legatron ready to approach the football. One deep guy back at about his own 10-yard line and a couple up backs at about their own 18. There is the whistle. Cardinals lead this one 14-8. Furman addresses the football. Ball is in the air, and where it normally ends up in the end zone, he can run it back, and he looked hesitant, but he does take it out to the far left, breaks the tackle, gets outside to about the, never did go out of bounds and never was stopped.
It's about to the 31-yard line, and before a host of Cardinals take him down, that's going to bring on your Cardinal defense. You know who the 12th man is.
Cardinals would like to see if they can get a defensive stand after their offense. Passing game from Epperson, utilizing Lamell Norman and Xavier Chapman to a T. Worked really well on that long drive. They took over after a beautiful defensive stand by the Cardinals D. They took a timeout. It was first and goal from the 4. And Savages looked poised and ready to go in, but the defense was stout, stopped the plays, and got the ball turned over on downs. Savages break their huddle. First and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Trips to this near side, double receivers far. Empty backfield for George Bolton, the quarterback. Snap. Looking, running. Being pressured, gets out of a tackle. Gets ahead for some positive yardage, but good containment by the Cardinals D. Josiah Miller, 17, on the stop. So good pressure forced Bolton, who is a good runner for this Savages team. Bulk of the carries will go to Denarius Antoine, but Bolton, good-looking running quarterback, but the defense was there. Josiah Miller.
About Flying Ghost Productions while they call the next play. Flying Ghost Productions was formed by 3 siblings. It is a full video, media, and broadcast
gain of about a yard.
That seeks to create affordable, high quality, and
short
professional
yard,
videos.
half yard. No, now they're removing it up. I'm not sure what caused this penalty. It's got to be a dead ball foul of some kind. All I know is the chain gang, the far side of the field, has been relocated, giving the Savages a first down at their own 45. Turn, handoff, good defensive stoppage at the line of scrimmage. Cardinals are not being moved off the ball at all. So nice defensive stop by the interior front D of the Cardinals. Be a very short gain. Not sure what the penalty mark-off was, but it had to be a big one. Set up second and about 9. Give him a half-yard carry pickup on that one. Score tonight 14-8 in favor of the home-standing Bayou Lacombe Cardinals. Savages out of the Hattiesburg, Mississippi area. Shotgun is Bolton. Snap, turn, fake. Bolton fakes again, throws this. Ooh, if the defensive guy tried to knock him out of bounds and it didn't work, so that was a poor play. He should have wrapped him up and did not.
The momentum didn't carry him out.
Nice pass completion.
First down for the Tri.
Good ball skills that time by Bolton, the best he's shown. Faked the handoff to the running back, then faked the slide pitch, and then made the completion at this side of the field. It's a big first down pickup by the Savages. Ball moves to the 43-yard line of the Cardinals. Snap. Looking upfield. Now trying to run away from trouble. The ball is loose. It's knocked away, and it looks like a Cardinal recovery. Let's see who got the recovery. Trying to see who got the recovery. So it should be a Bayou Lacombe Cardinal recovery as Bolton mishandled the football as he was being hit.
Hold on, there's more. There's a discussion happening on the field. Don't know what's going on here. Looking for a signal from
the ball is being brought back. Looks like the Cardinals defense is still on the field. Not sure, see what the call is, but this appears that after the Cardinals recovered the fumble, there's some type of penalty because they are respotting the football at about the 28 of the Cardinals, and we got Cardinals on the Savages side of the football, reluctant to go back to the new line of scrimmage. And a couple questionable calls that have gone against both teams, the visitors and the home team. So new lease on life on this drive for the Savages. The fumble recovery is nullified. There's a short, quick slant route. Now finally a whistle.
After a short, quick slant route, you got a second down and about 2 on upcoming for your Cardinal defense.
So the Savages
content
with their short passing game. Cardinals now have that 14-8 advantage. Snap, going upfield to this far side, upfield, good one-on-one coverage. The ball knocked away.
Rondé White on the coverage.
Rondé White, the former Fontainebleau High star, was a quarterback initially and then moved to wide receiver. Played under the tutelage of Chris Blocker, the former Big Dog. Now we've got a flag in the play. It sits at the 6-yard line of the Cardinals. It's just picked up. Let's see. Now we look like another flag after a beautiful deflection by Rondé White in the end zone. The officials are not real good about making the call that I can see. There's a whistle. Ball is being marked at the 11-yard line of the Cardinals. Cardinal coaching staff, Blaine Bond, in his return after coaching the team from 17, 18, and 19, the initial seasons. He's back in the driver's seat now. Came out of, I guess, semi-retirement. He's also on the Northlake Christian School Wolverine staff with former NFL linebacker James Willis. So we've got a huddle. We've got 4 officials at about the 25-yard line. We've got a third official joining 2 others at about the 14-yard line, and doesn't look like anybody's really making any decisions. I haven't seen a call yet. Almost every call that has been made, though, has not been clearly signaled by this officiating crew. I I think that's Blaine Bond, the head coach of the Cardinals, out at about the 25, chatting, and now making his way back to his own sideline. I'm sure he's looking for clarification, and what I'm hearing is that maybe the Cardinals were whistled for having 12 men on the field. So obviously the rule is 11, and you can't play with more. So the crowd trying to rev themselves up here, but this has been a drive by the Savages, just complemented by Cardinals miscues, rightly so or not. So first down after the penalty. Tri-City Savages, 6-3 on the year, the 3 seed, coming off a 36-22 playoff win to advance here tonight. There's Bolton off the left side. Good defense met at the line of scrimmage. Number 32 had the initial coverage for the Cardinals that slowed him down. That's Julian Palmer. And 35, Stephen Jackson in on the play off that right side of the defense. So they mark him for no gain. It'll be second down. They can make a first down just outside of the goal to just inside of the 2-yard line. Cardinals came up with a really great defensive stand. Savages had a first and goal from the 4, and they stopped them on all 4 plays, taking over at about their own 10-yard line, and then they started on a really big drive, culminated in a touchdown pass, and here we have still yet another whistle. This is a delay of game call against the Savages. That's a play that I think the officials in this league could call on almost every down. The teams, they get in their huddle, they stay there forever, and then they break the huddle and they go to the line of scrimmage, and they're still there, sitting there before they snap the football. So that mark-off moves the ball back. So we will replay a second down. Cardinals looking for the defense to key up and ball up and hopefully have another stop as they did on the Savages' last possession. Bolton is the quarterback. He's been in shotgun all night. Number 2, Antoine is his running back to his left. Snap, straight drop, steps up, throws quick, intercepted at about the 10-yard line. This ball is coming back upfield, running out of tackles. Good interception, good convoy, 50-40. Nobody is going to get him. I believe that is number 7. Is that Marcus Connerly? Marcus Connerly out of Franklinton, your number 1 demon. He jumped that short route as it was a quick pass, and Bolton either didn't see him or then found him, and he is in the end zone. Let's see the replay one more time if we can, but number 7, Marcus Connerly, just picked that ball up. He jumped that route inside his own 10-yard line, so he's probably in the neighborhood of 90 yards, a pick 6. I will check the field for flags. I don't happen to see any of them. What an electrifying play by the Cardinals defense and their secondary, namely Marcus Connerly.
Marcus Connerly on that great play. Thank you, fans.
What a play.
For your impact. Thank you for being a lively crowd.
Crowd got into that one and trying to cheer on their defense as they did on the previous defensive stand. Both times resulted, first time in a big stop. Then the Cardinals went down and got a touchdown. And a 2-point conversion from Epperson to Lamell Norman. So on the night, Devin Scott has 2 touchdown receptions and Lamell Norman a couple key receptions, and also Xavier Chapman. So they're going to go for 2 again. This is kind of an interesting move. And Epperson is not in there. This might be Josiah Miller, 17, running behind Pig Griffin. Pig Griffin on that play off the right side went into, all right, here we go. Here's the interception return. It's going to be about 91 yards. I thought he was running out of bounds here. He got some great blocks upfield. He actually got a hold that was missed, but got some great blocks upfield. Had the speed, the burner speed when he needed it. And there are about, 12 of the Cardinals team members that are in the end zone congratulating Marcus Connolly. So we'll give him 91 yards on the pick six. I thought he was going to run out of real estate, and he just got some great blocks, and he had a convoy up this near sideline, and he just motored into the end zone. So I'm not sure why. It was unsuccessful as Josiah Miller was stopped. Pitt Griffin found his way into the end zone. Maybe if he got the handoff, he might have converted it. So Cardinals now in the comeback mode have a lead 20-8. Legatron, James Furman. Be interesting to see in this college football season. He was a walk-on with Johns Hopkins University. He's working on his master's, some kind of information systems, something or another there. So he's, we were laughing 2 weeks ago. He was trying to find a library that might be open after their playoff win. Wanted to know if maybe management for the Cardinals knew anybody that could open up the library, because that was a late nighter. That was after 10:15. So he was worrying about studying for his master's. Legatron addresses the football, low bounder, and it rolls into the end zone.
Rolls out the back of the end zone. Legatron with another touchback.
So he's got a strong leg, and in the 2 weeks ago in the first round playoff win over the Louisiana Swamp Gators, Legatron, Furman actually converted on a 47-yard field goal for the Cardinals. He attempted a 52-yarder, but it was no good. But there was a 5-yard penalty against the Swamp Gators, so he re-kicked it, and he was true from 47. So he's definitely got the leg. Cardinals with their 12-point advantage. Offense has finally come to life, and then a defensive commitment by Marcus Connolly, wears jersey number 7. Used to play a little more offense for the Cardinals than he has recently, but he's a stalwart defensively. See Xavier Chapman, number 4. He's on this near sideline with his head coach Blaine Bond and defensive coordinator Don Kelly getting him to this side of the field. Maybe Xavier wants some defensive secondary time and see if he can get a pick. Shotgun is Bolton for the Savages. Snap, straight drop, pressure, throws upfield. Ball is caught.
Here, up by the
looks like maybe number 10 on the short completion. But we'll give it to 11, Rakeem West.
Seconds left in the second quarter here.
So Bolton has been pretty effective with the short passing game, other than his mistake when he was picked off by Connolly, who went 91 yards. I spoke to one of the coaches at the beginning of the game, Mike Chambers, the wide receiver coach for the Savages. He said he loves his special teams players from the receiver position. They got speed and depth. He mentioned 11, Rakeem West, and number 8, Joe Robinson. So West on that catch. So Mike Chambers likes what he has on the offensive end, and if Bolton can get him the ball. They also like to use the running back, Denarius Antoine. So 2 receivers both sides. Snap. Quick pass to the far side. Little miscommunication, falls incomplete. That was a no-go from the starter. But they had picked up 8 yards on the completion from Bolton to West. Cardinals defense has come up with stops when they've needed them. We've got a close competitive ball game. Cards winning 20-8.
Good things happen.
Not much time left here in this opening quarter. Nice crowd for the Cardinals tonight. So Savage is trying to convert on 3rd and 2. Snap, straight drop, quick pitch to this side. Cardinals are there. Can they make the stop? Oh, what an excellent tackle. That is what you call a textbook form tackle by number 35, Stephen Jackson. First player kind of slowed him up a bit, And then Jackson broke to the football, to the reception, and he just picked up the wide receiver and brought him back upfield. Going down deep field, the ball is knocked away at the far side of the field, and that will bring us to the half. That was a long Hail Mary attempt from Bolton to the far side of the field, and it was a perfect one-on-one coverage, kind of near the receiver, but an excellent defensive effort. So Cardinals a little slow early on, and they had to a bunch of their cues on the offensive side of the ball, illegal procedures, some false starts. They had a 15-yard face mask penalty after a big pickup by the Savages. So we're at the half. It's 20-8 on Flying Ghost Productions. That was a 42-20 win over the Louisiana Swamp Gators. And so now we've got the Savages, Tri-City Savages. They trail 20-8. Their quarterback is George Bolton. Running back is number 2, and he'll get the bulk of their carries other than their quarterback, and that's Denarius Antoine. So Bolton steps up, pressured. The defense for the Cardinals have not given him a lot of room tonight, and they've always had 2 or 3 guys from their front 4. Nice defensive play by Dondrell Gordon, and Dustin Morrow from Slidell High was in on the play as well. I thought at the beginning of the year we were going to see more of Morrow, backup quarterback, and in some, Swiss Army knife situations, and haven't to this point, but maybe they're keeping that in their hip pocket because he's more than capable. He's made his big spot on defense. So to say the Savages break their huddle, second down. Whoa, now that has to be a false start. Ooh, the Cardinals defense took advantage of that. Lineman moved. The center looked like he raised up, and it should be a false start because it looked like 2 guys moved, and the center got the worst of that, the brunt of that, though. Yeah, it's the Savages and a couple of the Cardinals are meeting and greeting right at the 40-yard line, discussing what did or didn't happen. But the Savages have to blame themselves for that one because that false start just caused the entire front of the Cardinals to almost leapfrog the football.
I think that was another fan impact play. I don't know if you understand. Make noise! Make noise! Make noise!
Ball sits at the 38-yard line of the Savages. That 5-yard mark off. Second down and 15. Cardinals trying to do what they can defensively, and they've been aggressive. That front 4 has done a great job all season. Quick pass, read well, but run up and just going to get about 5 or 6 yards back.
That brings them back to about the original line of scrimmage. That's going to be the third down play here.
The Cardinals defense tried to jump that route, and that was none other than former Fontainebleau Bulldog Rondé White. He's been a stalwart the last couple weeks for the Cardinals. He had a bunch of one-on-one plays in the playoff ball game where he knocked the ball away. He actually had an interception that was nullified by a pre-snap penalty. So Rondé White doing a good job. Former quarterback and wide receiver for the Bulldogs, played for Chris Blocker. There's Bolton going upfield. Oh, making a man almost miss. Good stop, though. Good stop. Now here comes a late flag that's thrown in at about the 46-yard line of the Cardinals.
Need to give that referee a jersey. He threw that flag from about 20 yards away.
All right, we've got 12:34 left here in the third quarter. Some more laundry on the play, and you got all kind of Cardinals over to the far side of the field. 2 officials are at midfield chatting, and I think this looked like with the reaction of the Cardinals, it was going to be against them, but I'm not so sure. The flag, now they wave it off. Worst decision in football when you have an opportunity to wave off a flag. That's like the NBA, right? You got 8.
4th
8 guys that thought they saw something in Secaucus, New Jersey, and then nobody sees it and they change the play.
Make noise.
So they waved it off, but it was a nice gain, so it'll set up a potential play here, which they are going to go for it based on the field position right at midfield. See if they try to draw the car. Oh, they almost did.
No, sir, he can get back.
Now,
he can get back.
if he didn't encroach and there was no contact, he should be able to go back, and I'm thinking that this should not be a flag. So the officials, I'm under the impression in the NFL you can get back. If you don't make contact, you can go back to your side of the football. But again, here we are in the third quarter of a second round playoff game, and these decisions should not be that difficult. It either is or it isn't. Now the officials break their discussion. Let's see. I don't think somebody, and in this case, one team's not going to be happy. If you do nothing else, false start. Okay. Yep. Well, that probably triggered player making a false start. I was always taught defense goes over and taps him on his shoulder to make that contact. So now let's see if this will change the decision by the Savages. It was about 4th and 4. Now the ball is situated at the 45-yard line. This will make it 4th and 7. See, and this is where I'm not sure, but the Savages have been in this huddle for a really long time, and no delay of game. So 4th and 7, big defensive stop anticipated by the homestanding Cardinals fans and their defense. 4-man front. 4th and 7. Cardinals lead 20-8. Snap. Straight drop, Bolton rolling. He's going to run this. Can he get there? No. Excellent open field tackle, far side of the field. Stephen Jackson has been a man on a mission defensively. He has just followed the quarterback, and he is getting nearer and nearer double-digit tackles, and all in key situations. Now we got a lot of players at the far side of the field, but Stephen Jackson has been an integral part of the defense for the Cardinals. Big stop, 11:50 remaining here in the third quarter. So I'm not sure if somebody was injured on the play or we got a massive humanity both with the Cardinals and them. So we'll see what they're trying to figure out now. The officials, if it's not a crew that works together normally, they will know each other really well at the end of tonight because they have gotten more FaceTime, 1-on-1, 1-on-5. I mean, they're still hesitant to place the ball down, but this got to go over in downs. So the Cardinals' offense is on the field, but they haven't reset.
Family Pharmacy, Christie, Screen Printing, Fidelity Blank, the Blood Center, Bayou Lacombe Pharmacy, Silver Slipper,
I'm seeing what you're seeing, and I'm not sure.
North Shore Technical Community College.
The Cardinals' offense is on the field, but the down marker has it 4th down at the far side. It's got to be 1st down, and now they're moving. The chain gang, yeah, okay. Volunteers are not. They're in right position. Officials are ready to let them resume play. 11 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the ball game in the third quarter. Cardinals would like to build on their 20-8 advantage. Epperson waiting for the snap. Pig Griffin directly behind him. Everybody else bunched in tight. There goes Pig Griffin, quick hitter. Boy, he is quick to that place. If he's got a little slither, he's going to not waste any time. He's a north-south runner. So the ball was at the 49, and there he goes. He's gone, and good thing they had defenders there, but he's up for a good, quick 7 yards on that 1st down play. Nice possession, and that's what you want to do if you're trying to balance your offensive attack, pick up positive yardage on first down if you're running the football, and when it's second and short and manageable, that opens up your passing game. We've talked early on and all season about the Cardinals' depth at wide receiver. You got Lamell Norman, number 19, out of Slidell, number 4, Xavier Chapman out of Lakeshore High School right here. Devin Scott has been a real baller the last couple weeks in the playoffs. That's Josiah Miller directly behind Epperson. Turn, looks upfield, slant right. Oh, it's picked off. A mistake. The route is jumped and picked off, and this is not what the Cardinals had in mind.
Great pick.
Look at the replay. Epperson threw into coverage, and the ball was underthrown. They had too many defenders there, and this is brought back to about the 45-yard line.
Savage's offense is going to come on the field.
So not sure who picked off the ball, but it was an excellent jump and a read of the route. So Epperson has only thrown his 5th pick on the year, including 3 in the regular season and 1 each in the last 2 weeks. So the Cardinals give up excellent field position. See there on the near sideline, Epperson, number 10, talking with his head coach, Blaine Bond, and the offensive coordinator in his 4th year, E.J. Walls. Mistake by the quarterback, but hey, it's easy to sit up here and you don't see everybody. But the ball was jumped by the Savages defender. We're going to give number 18, Leonard Box, a linebacker, credit for the interception. So the Savages take over after the defensive turnover on the interception at the 45 of the Cardinals. 2 men in the backfield this time. Handoff to the right side. Good quick hitter. Up ahead for positive yardage. Just short of the first down marker. So that was a quick hitter, just like the Cardinals did before the interception. Savages would like to control the clock and put more points on the board. We're at 10:20, clock running here in the 3rd quarter. Up the middle, another big gain. So better blocking at the point of attack. That's what you like to see, good sportsmanship at the point of a contact. Dustin Moreau out of Slidell, one of the offensive linemen was down and he helped him. Now this is weird. The center is over the ball with the ball. Now he lets it go, and he's not supposed to pick it up until it's actually whistled into play. I'm not sure what, now the Savages break the huddle. I've seen a lot of firsts tonight. I will agree with that. What a formation this is. Empty to the left side, 2 backs, trips to the far. Looking for the snap is Bolton. That's a false start. Movement on the back.
That's going to move him back 5 yards.
They either the Savages see something from a coaching staff on that right side of the football, because when they had the quarterback Bolton in the shotgun in the first half, he was there with either an empty backfield or 1 running back. But now on this possession to open the 3rd quarter, they have had 2 backs in the backfield. 9:25, clock running in the 3rd quarter. Ball at the 36-yard line of the Cardinals. After the 5-yard mark off, Savage is taking an awful long time to put this ball in play.
Make some noise!
So here's your shotgun formation. Same formation, trips to the right, but now somebody comes out of that, goes towards the side. There's a fumble, a low snap. So going backwards.
That's going to bring up 2nd down and
I think what that was intended to be, as I saw it deliver, I think one of the trips receiver, the far out receiver to the far sideline, took 2 steps back on the snap, and I think that was going to be a quick hitch to him and then try to use the other 2 blockers.
Y'all make noise. Good things happen. I can say that over and over and over again.
So at the 39-yard line, 2nd down and long. They've got to go down to the 21 for a first down. Savage is trying to come back from this 20-8 deficit. Snap, straight drop, looking upfield. That's good coverage there. Ball falls incomplete, 1-on-1. Nice defensive play.
3rd and long situation.
Secondary defense of the Cardinals right there on that play. Set up 3rd and long. We've seen nothing but a short passing game from the Savages tonight. Maybe that's their MO, but I think eventually you got to pump and go or try to get somebody on a slant and outrun the defense if nothing else.
You see the pattern.
7:30 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Savages break their huddle, 3rd and long. Now they come back with their normal formation, running back to the right of Bolton, to the left of Bolton. I was right of Bolton. Snap. Looking upfield. Pressured. Throws, woefully short. Incomplete. Cardinal secondary. Cardinal was closer to the ball than anybody else. Stephen Wright, 0, put the pressure on as he has all season long. So nice defensive stop. But where the ball is positioned, you're kind of in no man's land. It's 4th down, so the ball is at the 39-yard line. So they'll evidently go for this. Only thing you can really do out of this is if you set up in a short passing game and you quick punt it and try to gain some yardage that way. But sometimes you can get the ball blocked. So
as soon as they break the huddle, these noise made.
Savages 6-3, the number 3 seed coming into tonight's playoff action. Started out 0-3, if you can imagine, to open the season. Then ran off 5 regular season victories in a row to include 3 shutout wins, 3 consecutive shutout wins. So 4th and long, they have to go down to the 21-yard line of the Cardinals. Now an empty backfield. A little different formations here. I think they keep that other back kind of in the passing kind of formation, maybe drop in as a blocker. They've had good pressure over the front. It's a 3-man rush. Look for Stephen Wright. Tries to beat the center. Looking upfield, going for the home run ball. Double coverage. Ball falls incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
Double coverage by the Cardinals.
Offense. Another fan impact play.
Another good defensive stand by that Cardinals D. They have stepped up when they've needed to. Their defensive coordinator, Don Kelly, has done a good job this season with the Cardinals defense. Coming into the ball game, he said, we've got a great secondary. They flow to the football. We want to take away the run of the visiting Savages, namely number 2, and that would be Antoine, who had a stint with the Bears briefly. So Don Kelly's defense has done a good job to this point. They seem to have cleaned up some of their penalties. And talking to Coach Kelly at the beginning of the ball game, he said they just want to have gap soundness, the front 4 or front 3, whatever front they look at. And Stephen Wright is a major disruptor for the Cardinals. He's probably one of the most consistent players defensively along the front for the Cardinals. They take over 6:34 here in the 3rd quarter. Efferson trying to run out of trouble. He gets a block, gets some help, throws upfield. He was running away from some defensive pressure, but he was brought down. So he avoided the sack and threw the ball probably low on purpose. Was incomplete, trying to get Devin Scott upfield, who was breaking off his route, seeing his quarterback was in trouble. That's what all good receivers, regardless of the level, run back, cut back, going towards your quarterback. But I think that was a good play for Efferson not to force the ball in there. Good pressure by the Savages defense. So now a new formation by the Cardinals. They got 2 backs behind Efferson. Just the way he's running, that's a big, nice run. Quick hitter, Josiah Miller. That's what he did 2 weeks ago. Gained about 58 yards in their win 2 weeks ago. He and Pig Griffin were a good 1-2 threat. And other than Josiah Miller, the 18-year-old being a bigger back, He's really quick to the line of scrimmage, and that's what I've always said about Pig Griffin. But I love the way Josiah Miller is turning on his talent for the Cardinals. So second and short. I would have given him the first down where the ball is, or I would have asked for a measurement if I was the Cardinals. Turn, hand, the ball is bobbled, it's free into the hands, and Efferson is trying to run down the player, and he holds up enough. That was a muffed handoff, and the ball popped up in the air. Here is our Flying Ghost Productions replay. Turn, tried to hand the ball inside, and Efferson was doing his best to try to get downfield, and they did get back, and Xavier Chapman makes a cutback hustle play to tackle the return man. But this ball is going to be turned over on downs after the fumble. So turnovers are hurting the Cardinals tonight. Initially it was the penalties, but we've had an interception and that fumble recovery by the Savages. So the Savages are trying to get themselves back into this ball game. We got 5:26 in the third quarter. See if the defense can come up with another stop. Ball getting deep down into their own end of the field. Here's another Savages formation, tight on the left side. Now everybody's in tight. They're trying to disguise this or confuse the defense. You got to play position football here and zap whatever they may throw your way. Hand off right up the middle. Good stop as the running back is stood up. What a good stop.
Abraham Dawson. Salmon High School.
Right up the gut. Abe Dawson, known as the Enforcer, used to play linebacker with the club. Now he plays defensive end. Right up the gut, stood him up a good force tackle. So give him a very short gain on the first down play. Clock running now under 5 minutes. Savages, I thought they were going to try to set up some misdirection, look full formation, loaded to the right side, and maybe try to fake something that way, fake a pitch and come outside, but they haven't done that to this point. Snap. Bolton awaits. Low snap, turn, hand off, right up the middle, quick hitter. Man, that's a touchdown, and that is a play that nobody could stop. It's just good hole up the middle, good blocking, no hesitation by the back, trying to see if that was Antoine or not. Here's our replay. So Bolton, snap, turn, low snap, turns, hands off, running up the middle. Yeah, he broke out of a Stephen Wright tackle, but that was open field. I don't think he would have brought him down. He was a little out of position there. He came to the right too much.
I'll tell you what, that running back is a load.
That was a quick hitter. He plowed in. So it makes it 20 now to 14. So nice drive by the Savages, getting on the board and making this a ball game once again. Couple miscues, the fumble on the snap attempt and the interception that Efferson threw. He's got a lot of yardage on the year, over 1,400 yards coming into this ball game. Only 4 interceptions on the year, 3 during the regular season, 1 2 weeks ago, and then another one tonight. But had 19 touchdowns coming in, and he's got 2 touchdowns tonight. So he's got 21 TDs on the year. A little over 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. So all the upbacks for the Cardinals are pretty far upfield, between the 20 and 25 yard line. Cardinals trying to do some repositioning for their special teams guys. I think had too many men on the field now. Blaine Bond is running up and down the sideline like he's going to make a special teams play here or something. There's the kickoff.
wobbler goes out of bounds.
And pretty consistent on their kickoffs. That'll give excellent field position to the Cardinals.
We're going to set those Navy recruitment chains.
So Cardinals defense has made some good stops.
Lacombe residents Angela and Jason Johnson, they accept all insurance plans and provide convenient, fast, and friendly service. They take pride.
We go around about doing 20 to 25 air shows a year, demonstrating the capabilities of the A-10.
Thank you this morning for allowing me to be here.
It's time. Talk to your kids now.
I would have driven 100 miles.
We're in the third quarter here at Lakeshore Titan Coliseum. 20-16 ball game as the gap has been cut. Efferson runs out of tried to get it, and the ball is loose, and it's not whistled dead. It's picked up, and this is going the other way. And Efferson didn't, I guess, feel the pressure from his backside. Came in unobstructed. Came off the edge really quick. Trying to see what player that is that made the play, and then it's picked up on this near sideline and brought into the end zone.
Great play around the edge.
I apologize for not able to give you their actual numbers, but this black on blue jersey number, I can't make any of them out. But a heck of a play as they stripped Efferson from the football as the rush from his backside or his blind side, and then the ball was loose and was picked up and rumbled into the end zone. So talk about a quick change of things. What a quick change of events in this ball game. So the Savages break the huddle for the 2-point conversion. They lead by 2. Bolton. Snap, turn, handoff. Oh, stuffed that time. That's Stephen Wright. When he makes penetration, there's nobody going to run through him. And maybe you can try to bounce it outside, but they had enough stop. But he just came right up the gut, almost like he was untouched or he beat the guy off the snap. And that is an unsuccessful 2-point conversion. So defense does stop them. And if you're the Cardinals offense, I think you got to get everybody together on the sideline and say it's all about ball security. Let's do what we do, and we've done all year to get here.
Let's try it again as the offense comes on the field.
So 4:12 remaining in the third quarter, not the quarter that the Cardinals wanted. Their offense has sputtered, and give credit to the Tri-City Savages. They've made the defensive plays and have made the most of them. Their running back, Denarius Antoine, number 2, note here, he says he's their athlete and he's the man, he's their star. He's the real deal, and the quarterback, Bolton, is a big guy that can do some running damage too. So the 2 kickoffs or so have gone out of bounds that the Savages have attempted. Let's see what kind of field position the Cardinals can get. There is the kick. This one is further down the field. Caught at about the 10-yard line, coming to this near side. Good blocking, a little open space, trying to cut back. That's Marcus Connolly, who has the 91-yard pick 6. So good return, waiting for his blocking, and we do have a flag. Haven't had too many of those recently. Here's the replay with Connolly. Biding his time, gets a couple blocks set up. All I saw was maybe a block in the back there, about 10 yards up the field. Not sure if that's what the call is, but I think this will be going further back up against the Cardinals. Connolly, excellent athlete out of Franklinton. Nothing going the Cardinals' way in this portion to this part of the third quarter. Right at about 4 minutes to go. So Efferson, be curious to see what kind of play calls E.J. Walls comes up with at this point. They've moved the ball fairly easily tonight. Passing game has worked. a couple occasional runs. The only thing that hasn't worked is a couple screen pass attempts to Pig Griffin. So Devontae Scott comes to this side. Shotgun. Oh, miscommunication. Either Efferson turned the wrong way or Pig Griffin went the wrong way. But somebody went left when they should have gone right. Here's the snap to Efferson. Turns. Efferson turns to his right. Pig goes to his left. And Efferson did the smart thing. Sometimes if you try to make something out of nothing and you try to pitch the ball and it's a fumble. But that's not the play they wanted on first down. Cardinals need to settle down and get back to Cardinal football, fundamental football. So Pig Griffin, 25, the lone back behind Efferson, 2 to the far, 2 to the near. Cardinals trail the Savages by a deuce. Straight drop. Here's a little outlet to Pig Griffin, and man, they read that. There are 3 or 4 Savage defenders there, and the short passing game has gone nowhere. I like the call, but you got to comment on the defense, that the defense of the Savages has been right on cue, and they haven't given the Cardinals any space. So Cardinals going the wrong way here as they are kind of going backwards. The ball is inside their own 10. We'll call it the 9-yard line. So sets up a 3rd and 9. Oh, how much? About 19, we'll call it. So Efferson can't afford to make a mistake here. Oh, there's a whistle blowing the play dead. He was going for a slant route.
Whistle stopped the play. You got a delay of game, pushing the Cardinals back even
That's
further.
a delay of game on the Cardinals, just what they needed. Another penalty, almost the entire movement back to the ball. The ball was at the 9, so this penalty will be marked off and just makes it that much tougher. Two problems here. The ball is at the 4, so you don't have a lot of drop area here. You got to protect your quarterback. Don't give up a hold or a safety in the end zone. Trips to the far, 1 to the near side, going to go upfield for sure if he gets the time. Pressure up the middle. There's a throw. Caught. Fighting, still fighting, going. This is a heck of a play. Still won't go down. Lamell Norman out of Slidell High. Boy, he broke out of a tackle, broke out of another tackle, a jersey attempt. He couldn't wrap him up. He was moving his feet the whole time, and he goes all the way up to midfield. What a pickup on 3rd and humongous. Let's see. This might be on the sideline here, the coaching staff or players.
Sideline warning here.
But that's an aggressive pass play from deep in your own end zone, converting a 3rd and long. And what a play by Lamell Norman. They call him Mel, is his nickname. And what a play that was. I guess you got to give him 2nd, 3rd, and 4th effort on that. Just a really nice effort to pick up that first down in a key situation. Ball right at midfield, 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. They trail 22-20. Efferson, high snap, comes down with it. Here comes Griffin, good speed, midfield, 45, 40, 35, run, man, barely ran out of bounds. And that's what Pig Griffin can do. He's an electric guy. He's got good speed. He doesn't even hesitate. Beats the first defender up. He's 10 yards past the line of scrimmage, and he just turned and went. Nice pickup.
Driving out of town, Tony Bondi is very involved in the community and donates his time and energy making St. Tammany.
Nice pickup, good blocking. They sealed this defensive end on the left side, and Pig Griffin wasted no time, got into the secondary, and really big first down run. Another great cut from right back inside. And other than stumbling a little bit, Pig Griffin.
He's going looks to be just shy of the
So
first
two
down.
excellent
That's
running
gonna bring up
plays
a
by
short
Pig
tackle.
Griffin. There he
Second
showed
down
his
try,
intelligence
second
and his
short.
quickness. There wasn't much to the right side. He kicked it back inside, turned it inside, and fought ahead for a good gain. Set up second down. Ball is spotted at the 24-yard line. Nice looking drive after the big third down completion from Efferson to Norman. Nice cut by the backup running back. Tries to go over the right side.
And that's going to bring us to the fourth quarter here.
So the clock
Bird
winds
Nest.
down in the third quarter. So this is a key drive for the Cardinals. They've gotten it out of the own depths of their own end zone by a couple big completions to get a first down. So we're about ready to start the fourth quarter here at Lakeshore Titan Coliseum. Second round of the playoffs of Next Level Football Alliance, the NLFA. And the Cardinals had a great regular season, 6-2. They come in as the number 2 seed. And the Tri-City Savages are the number 3 seed. They are 6-3 on the year after starting 0-3. They closed the regular season with 5 wins in a row, and then they won their Week 1 playoff game this past weekend over the Mississippi Gulf Coast Raiders. So both of these teams are playing well enough in the second round to advance. And will it be the homestanding Cardinals with the home field advantage, or will it be the visitors?
We go around about doing 20 to 25 air shows a year, demonstrating the capabilities of the A-10.
Thank you this morning for allowing me to be here.
It's time. Talk to your kids now.
I would have driven 100 miles.
Ready to start the fourth quarter here at Lakeshore Titan Coliseum. Snap, handoff over the left side, bursting right upfield, a quick hitter, and that's what we've seen tonight on runs. That's Josiah Miller out of Bowling Green. He has no hesitation, and he cuts up to the middle of the field. So one of the Savages lost a helmet on the play. So they are inside the 10-yard line. Looks like maybe about the 8, first and goal. Over the right side, fighting ahead hard for short yardage. So Bayou Lacombe Cardinals making the most of this drive to try to recapture the lead. Looks like number 55 kind of comes off from the offensive alignment for the Cardinals. That's Eddie Graham out of Gautier, Mississippi, where he went to high school. Straight drop. He tried to do a flag route at this near side with Bryce Bickham. Bryce Bickham is a really talented basketball player, former all-district basketball player here at Lakeshore High. Goes about 6'5", and his younger brother, also an all-district player here at Lakeshore. Big drive, and you got to come away with points here. And depending on if they can get the first down or not, you are well within field goal range of Legatron, James Furman, but you'd like the 6 here. Efferson, shotgun, turn, handoff to Josiah Miller, runs up the gut, runs into 2 Savages, and can't break out of the tackle.
That's going to bring up 4th and goal for your Cardinals.
So 4th and goal, and looks like the field goal unit will come out. Dustin Moreau, 14, is the holder. Number 99, James Furman, is the kicker. He brings the ball from the sideline. You see him there at about the 8-yard line. So the Cardinals will try to take the lead here. Holder is Jalen Winchester out of Donaldsonville. No? Okay, so trying to see who is going to be snapping it. Now so the Savages, I guess, call a timeout. I don't know. We got Cardinal coaches all over the field. Everybody's pointing at everybody else, so I'm not sure. But they were setting up for the field goal attempt. Blaine Bond looks like if he had a jersey on, he could be snapping and running this play. Have they changed their mind and they're going to go for it? No, they're kicking the field goal. So the ball will be spotted at the 15-yard line, making it a 25-yard field goal attempt. If successful, this would give the Cardinals a 1-point lead as they trail by 2. Savages have been good coming up the gut. They put pressure on Furman, number 99, the place kicker. Ready for the snap. Snap, ball. Snap is good. Hold. Boot is up, and this is true. 25 yards. So the Cardinals, that's a weapon in this league, in this brand of football. I haven't seen a lot of really good place kickers, but that was perfect execution from the snap, the hold, the boot, the blocking. So kudos to special teams on that play as Furman converts a 25-yard field goal.
Properties is owned by Ashley and Josh Ray. As being a part of the real estate industry for over 20 years, they have seen it all.
So Cardinals
came
back with an offensive drive when they needed it.
Homes are up to code and built to sustain the weather conditions.
Second round of the playoffs. Loser goes home.
Your home is your
winner
lifetime investment.
Advances.
Your family, for you and your family generations to come.
Cardinals have made a number of mistakes offensively, fumble, pass interception, way too many penalties in the first half. They've cut down on their penalties, and that has aided their offense. But give credit to the Savages' defense. They have stopped the Cardinals on more than a few attempts and have actually kept them in the ball game. So James Furman, as I mentioned, the walk-on to the football team over at Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore. I'm going to have to see if I can get him a local St. Tammany Parish library card so he can continue his further education.
You don't hear that too often, Zach.
What a guy. I mean, I met him a few years ago when he was playing ball for Lakeshore Titans, a soccer player, all-district player, but just a solid guy. Just the guy you'd want to kind of maybe let date your cousin or something. I don't know. I was going to say daughter, but I won't go that far. So Legatron ready to address the football. There's the whistle. Here comes Legatron. The boot. He's been kicking them low line drives. This one bounds. Picked up at about the 5-yard line, going from right to left, heading upfield. Special teams players finally get there, trying to wrap him up. Good defensive play by the special teams. I tell you one thing, if that ball would be positioned a little differently, as hard as he hits it, it would roll all the way in and out of the end zone like one of his others did. So the Cardinals, now it's a defensive turn for them. 12-16 remaining in the ball game. The field goal gives the Cardinals a 1-point lead.
Looks like we're going to need a whole lot of noise.
So the Savages, they've been pretty content to let Bolton run the ball when the run has been there, and sometimes he's stopped and faked it and hit guys in the short route. And it's been their leading ball carrier, the heart of the team offensively, Denarius Antoine. Antoine to the right of Bolton. Bolton trying to get him to jump off sides. Good discipline right up the middle. Trying to bounce it outside. Good strong run. To bring him down. Josiah Miller had a better play there. He's been playing both ways. Man, who's that dude in the far corner there? I'm not sure. So I'm Mike Purvell, your voice of Lacombe Cardinals. They are here in week 2 of the playoff action. 2 weeks ago, they won their second playoff game in organization history, starting back in 2017. They've definitely decided to go strictly to the run, trying to see if they can break one. So good defense by the Cardinals. It'll set up second or third and short, 2 consecutive running plays.
3rd and 3 yards to go.
Got to go over to the about the 39-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and short. Very manageable.
I don't even know why I got to say this, but I'm thinking you should know. Make some noise!
Just over 11 minutes remaining in tonight's second-round contest between the visiting Savages and the home-standing Cardinals. Interesting play call here. 2 receivers far, 2 near, 1 running back. As Bolton turns to Antoine. Yep, he's been with that hard count. Now this should be, in my opinion, a false start because the 2 Cardinals almost jumped, and I think he's head bobbing and in fluctuating and everything else. But let's see what the 3 officials at the middle of the field are going to call, because when one of the right defensive end crossed the line of scrimmage, that was after the offensive line stood up. False start. That's the right call. That's the right call. Savages didn't like it, but that will probably change this play call because that will make it once. Now they haven't marked it off. They did show illegal procedure false start. Now they got offsides Cardinals, and that gives them a first. How do you do that? How do you
change that call?
How do you signal? How do you signal illegal procedure? You moved it, then you change it and say offsides on the defense. Biggest call, one of the bigger plays of the ball game.
You did it twice. You did it a lot of times.
That's unreal.
Make noise, make something happen. Fan impact.
And if it's not unreal, it's kind of almost unbelievable. I mean, it should have been offsetting, in my opinion, if anything. But it gives them a first down, so the Savages didn't have to worry about a 3rd and long. They were facing a 3rd and 3. Thought they had a 3rd and 8. They get a first. Straight drop back, Bolton. Coming upfield, pumping.
Good.
Pressure, containing.
Looks like that should be intentional grounding. There was 0 person.
Excellent defensive pressure. Josiah Miller, who's been a leader on the secondary and on the edge.
Great pressure by number 14, Dustin Moreau, out of Slidell High School.
And Moreau was also in the play. Now there is a flag. Intentional grounding, so that'll be a mark off and loss of down. Probably the worst thing that could have happened to the Savages at this point. Okay, guys, you got the call. Let's just go mark the ball off. Further discussion. A little over 10 and a half minutes remaining in tonight's second round playoff action. So now the flag was thrown down, picked up.
Seems like there's another flag.
The ball is at the 26-yard line. So intentional grounding, loss of down, and the mark off.
There's another flag. Looks like a sideline warning for the Savages.
So Savages will break their huddle. Both teams in this ball game, I thought it was a runaway for the Cardinals after they went up with a big lead.
Second and long, make noise.
So they cling to the 1-point lead after the 25-yard successful field goal attempt by James Furman. Bolton trips this side, receiver in motion, gets the handoff to the far side. Boy, the Cardinals defense that extremely well. Extremely well. Josiah Miller has been all over the place in this second half defensively. He's an offensive stalwart. Signified himself 2 weeks ago in the opening round win, being a leading ball carrier. And you see Rondé White, number 8, coming to this near sideline. He's like having a friendly conversation with his head coach, Blaine Bond, and the guy out of Fontainebleau High. You know, you play high school football, and then right after you graduate, you have an opportunity to come play minor league football here with the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals. Been around since 2017, have a Cardinal organization. Crowd getting loud now. So a little different formation. Running back to the right is Antoine of Bolton. Now we've got a whistle.
We got a timeout.
Timeout. I think the Savages probably were going to have a five-yard penalty there. So our ball game 23-22 in favor of the Cardinals over the Savages, being brought to you by Flying Ghost Productions. So we're in a timeout, and the Cardinals with that 1-point lead. Obviously a crucial series.
Defense needs your help. How about we make some noise and get loud?
Cardinals would like to come up with a stand and pick up some first downs to run the clock down as far as possible. So the coaching staff from the Cardinals trying to rev up the crowd, as is Legatron and some others. Almost a near sack, throwing upfield, caught, brought down. Nice, excellent open field tackle by the Cardinals. That's Stephen Jackson. Stephen Jackson, Josiah Miller, they have been all over the place defensively.
I'll tell you what, Stephen Jackson's racking them up tonight. You had pressure going on to the backfield. There's more conversation.
It is a flag at the far side of the field at about the 24-yard line near the Savages sideline. No official standing by it, but that's one flag that I see. We could pan over a little bit, let's see the other one. We got young Josiah on camera tonight. I guess I can refer to him as a rookie because he told me he's 17 years old. So Josiah getting the baptism of fire, second round of the playoffs. Next Level Football Alliance here at Lakeshore High School, home of the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals. So the Savages are in the huddle, and seems to be no quitting. The flag is still at the far side of the field. And coaching staff members from the Savages. See, what happens here is somebody's got to go to the far coach, which is Irvin Wolf, and come to this side and talk to Blaine Bond and say, this is what the discussion is. But the flag is still at the far side of the field at about the 24-yard line.
Get a false start on the offense. It's going to move them back 5 more yards. Guess who made that happen, ladies and gentlemen? You guessed it. That is your noise.
That's a long time to wait for a 5-yard walk-off. It does go against the Savages. So the ball sits at the 24-yard line. Savages in their blue uniforms with those terrible black numbers that I can't make out who anybody is, even on replays. Shotgun is Bolton. To the left of him is Antoine. Rolling, looking upfield. throws far side. That was not going to be complete. The wide receiver ran out of yardage over there at the far side. And I think they almost have to abandon the running game and see if they can try to convert here.
It's going to be 4th down.
The yard marker has 3rd, but
Should be 4th down.
I think it should be 4th down. Nobody's listening to our PA announcer, Mr. Guerin Narcisse.
Should be 4th down.
I think they need to, the Savages need to get something in space
Should
here.
be 4th down.
Draw up a rollout or something so that they can try to give guys an extra step to head upfield. They've got to go to the 46-yard line, and it's still 4th down and long, we hope. Shotgun, empty backfield is Bolton. Straight drop, there you go, a pass to the and now it's dropped. Took his eye off the ball.
Incomplete pass. That should be a 1st down Cardinals, but we'll see.
I'm just following our PA announcer here, but there's no discussion. But the ball was incomplete, dropped.
All right. My correction.
Now it is. So it's 4th. I think what the Savages were trying to do there was to pick up some of the yardage and get as much as they could back to then go further upfield. So they're going to punt the ball with 8:49 remaining in the contest. They trail by 1. See if the Cardinals defense can get some pressure off the edge here. You got Stephen Wright, 0, right up the gut. So let's see what kind of punt they can get off. You got to get a good snap, field the punt, and then get it away. If I was the Cardinals, I wouldn't rough him, but I'd come off the edge.
Got a flag on the play.
This will be the longest quarter in Next Level Football Alliance. So there's a 5-yard mark off. That's something that the Savages don't need to give up 5 free yards. Again, if I'm the Cardinals, I'm gonna put guys on the edge. I'm gonna try to get pressure up the middle with Stephen Wright, 0. Maybe have 12 come off the edge. That's Jaira McGill. Snap, boot. Fielded at the 45. Trying to, that's Marcus Connolly setting up his blocking nicely. Jutes makes a man miss and is brought down, but an excellent return giving the Cardinals tremendous field position. Good special teams play by the Savages getting the punt off, but Marcus Connolly, what a move there. He just really depleted the defensive back. So if you're E.J. Walls right there with the headset right next to number 10, Jerv Efferson, you're telling your guys no mistakes. Let's pick up a couple 1st downs and take this to the house. So excellent defensive stand by the Cardinals. This has been a total team concept to this point. Cardinals went up after a while and had a big lead, and the defense made some big stops inside the 10-yard line, and so that kept points off the board. But then the Cardinals had a couple mistakes, the interception and the fumble miscue when Epperson attempted to hand off the ball to Josiah Miller. But I tell you, for the Cardinals defense tonight, it's been all about Stephen Jackson and Jeremiah Miller from Bowling Green. They both played excellent, and Stephen Wright has had his moments on the defensive end. So Cardinals now, they just want to try to pick up some 1st downs, take as much time off the clock. They've got excellent field position, and as the clock maybe starts to wind down, the Cardinals will have to make a decision. If they're in a situation where they 4th down and can't pick up a 1st down, maybe they call on Legatron again. He's at this near sideline to my immediate right, working on kicking the ball into the net. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Very important drive in the ball game. Ball is at the 30-plus yard line. Here goes Epperson going for it all, far side of the field. Oh, just out of the reach of his intended receiver.
Great pass.
Wow, the
Everything
ball
lined up. Great route.
was there.
And it just went through his fingertips.
The ball was there. It was simply a go route. They weren't faking anybody out, but it was double coverage far field. Here's the Flying Ghost Productions replay. Got behind the defense, attempted to dive in. I think he might have been screened by one of the defensive backs in the end zone. But what an attempt to really, get the crowd going and engulfed in excitement and happiness. But that would have really turned this ball game around. So it's a good home run shot attempt by Epperson and the Cardinals. Shotgun. Pig Griffin directly behind. Snap, given to Griffin, cuts it outside. Good speed up to the 30, 25. Runs out of bounds. So Epperson, snap, turn. Griffin. Griffin's got great vision because that was projected to go inside, and he bounced it to the outside. Nice gain there. Cardinals doing their best to convert on this possession to continue running clock. 8:07 in the game. Another handoff. Here's Pig Griffin making people miss inside down about the 21-yard line. And they are running the clock because he was tackled inbounds. Yeah, the official on this
first down.
The official on this side definitely said continue to run the clock.
U.S. Coast Guard first down.
So Cardinals trying to make an offensive possession count at a critical point in the ball game. There's Epperson, number 10, shotgun, turn, hands to Pig. Pig off the left side, cut it back to the right, then comes to the left. He's tackled. He's definitely tackled inbounds, I thought, but nonetheless, okay. Snap, handoff up the middle. So Josiah Miller, there's a whistle stopping the play.
Second down, no short technical, second down try.
Cardinals not in any real hurry to snap the ball. They would like as much time to run off the clock.
Drug companies across the world, they are an integral part of pharmaceutical industry.
I talked about James Furman with if they don't pick up the first down and they're in a situation for a field goal with a few more yards. But then you always got to be worried about a special teams miscue. A muff snap, a bad snap, a block in a close ball game like this. But then you got to have confidence in your special teams. Definitely got confidence in James Furman, but it takes the snap and the hole. So let's see how this plays out. Epperson with just now we've got a flag down at about the 5-yard line.
Called by your Bayou Lacombe Cardinals. In this timeout,
Bayou Lacombe Cardinals call a timeout. And with about 6.5 minutes or so left in this contest, we'll take the commercial timeout. Tonight's game being brought to you by Flying Ghost Productions.
Instead of being here tonight, but we still love them. Flying Ghost Productions was formed by 3 siblings. It is a full video, media, and broadcasting production company that seeks to create affordable, high-quality, and professional video-based services. They have worked with various clients ranging from full-length movies and music videos. They have also grown their team and stable of contractors considerably to meet the needs of their clients. They have partnered with the Bayou Lacombe Cardinals to provide live streaming, home...
Really key play in the ball game offensively for the Cardinals. Waiting for the snap. Now we got another whistle and another flag that comes in. This will probably go against the offense.
Back 5 yards.
Just what you don't want in this point of the ball game. So now they're going backwards and have more yardage than the 1st and 10 that they were faced with. So coming in from the sideline, I believe that's Devin Scott. So the ball is at the 29-yard line of the Savages. Winner goes on to the next round. Loser goes home or wherever they want, but it won't be playing football. Shotgun is Epperson. To the left is Josiah Miller. 2 to the far, 2 to the near. Snap to Epperson. Good snap. Straight drop. Passing the football. Going upfield. Wide open. Far side of the field. Pirouette and backing into the end zone. Couldn't have been thrown any better. Is that Lamel Norman? Jamel Norman. I thought he was thinking about doing the Jimmy Graham over the goal post spike, but boy, what a pass, what a catch. I'm not sure of how the defense lets one guy beat you that far when it's obviously a passing situation, but they go for the home run ball as they did earlier, and it fell incomplete. But this one is a hookup from 26 yards. Epperson dropping, looking, pressure. The defender was a little late getting there, but he beat the man, Lamel Norman did. So Mel went up that right sideline using some of that high school speed when he was a Slidell Tiger back in the day. James Furman attempting the extra point, and this is a big extra point. They lead 29-22. This could make it a 8-point lead if he happens to be successful. Somebody's calling the timeout. No, it's a mark-off or what? Illegal procedure.
He had a false start.
I don't know. They see it, they're calling it, and they're marking it off.
Moving back 5.
So this will make it a 37-yard extra point after the 5-yard mark-off. Waiting for the snap is Dustin Moreau. Legatron ready to address the kick. This is a big one. Snap, high snap, ball is down. He didn't get all of that. Snap was high, and that throws off all your timing on the extra point attempt. Now we got a Cardinal down at about the 20-yard line. So the extra point is no good, but the Cardinals still hold the 7-0 lead. The importance of that kick, had it been good, it would make it an 8-point lead, and then they would, if the Savages were to score, they would have to get a 2-point conversion to tie the game. I know one thing, we allow a lot of coaches to be really far out on the field, and I think that's the officials that aren't getting control of the game. A lot of jabberjawing looks like going on between the visitors, the Savages, and the Cardinals. So you see Blaine Bond in all black right there at about the 30-yard line. Got some players there, officials. So Cardinals had a nice comeback in the ball game to retake the lead. They have that 7-point cushion. So Legatron, James Furman, will it'll be interesting to see if he's going to try to get a low line drive or if he's going to try to just basically kick it as deep as he can. There's old Blaine Bond just strutting up the sideline there. I won't call him Speedy, but I won't call him Turtle.
The officials are continuing to confer. Let's look over some of the
I think he played ball at Fontainebleau High, and I think he ran some track. Talking earlier before the game. So there's James Furman ready to get the football. The kickoff comes from the 35-yard line. This is a key special teams kickoff as well following the touchdown, simply because you don't want to give the Savages good field position if you can avoid it. So here is number 99. I love that number for a kicker. I think that's great. So he backs up. Cardinals special teams will be looking for a deep kickoff return so that there is no return, or maybe a low bounder that he was trying to do. So Furman, there is the whistle. He'll put it into play. Legatron addresses the football. Let's get a boomer. He's kicking that low line stuff. bounding, picked up right about inside the 10, coming up to the far side, good speed. Run out of bounds, and that's just what you don't want. You don't want that excellent field position to give them a short field, but that's what they've got.
About the 40-yard line.
A lot of discussion, and I mentioned this 2 weeks ago in the playoffs. Footballs are expensive, and so James Furman goes over after the return man gives the ball to the official, and Furman goes over and grabs that football. So now this will be who wants it the most. A little over 6 minutes remaining in the ball game. Cardinals have that 7-point advantage, but excellent field position for the Savages, the Tri-City Savages, the 3 seed. If they can put together the drive and get on the board, then they would go for the 2, and they could probably, not going to think that far, but that's what they would hope for, a touchdown and a point or 2. Turn, handoff. Good defense by the Cardinals at the point of attack. And who is it? It's Stephen Jackson again and Marcus Connolly. So Connolly now making his effectiveness known on both sides of the ball. He's got the 91-yard pick six in the first half. He's got a couple good returns. So it's all about the Cardinals' defense. There's Rondé White, number 8, the Fontainebleau High grad, the former Bulldog. He's been in one-on-one man coverage quite a bit tonight. So second down after the short gain. Bolton. Now another whistle before the snap. All of the Cardinals in unison are pointing towards the Savages, and they're walking this one off for a 5-yard penalty. Both teams have come a little unraveled in key possessions and key parts of the ball game tonight. You can't take these penalties late in the game. You can't give up free yardage. So we're now a little over 5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Savages break the huddle. One receiver to the far, one to the near. Running back Antoine is to the right of Bolton. Cardinals, 3-man front. Linebackers in tight. Connolly came off the edge, nearly made a sack. The ball is thrown far side of the field. Marcus Connolly making his presence felt. He lined up on the edge, the left side of the defensive formation. There is a flag. The flag is at about the 31-yard line, and these guys are flag happy. Let's see what the call is. Bolton did a good job just running out of the attempted sack by Connolly, but Connolly is quick to the football. He timed it perfectly coming off this left edge, and this is going to be a mark-off.
5-yard penalty, going to mark it off.
So what this can do for the Cardinals secondary and defensive coordinator Don Kelly, you maybe can cheat further back just a bit. So the secondary for the Cardinals has been a stalwart all season long. They've got quickness back there. They know how to jump routes. And if I'm a guy in the secondary, I'm going to play my man as tight as I can with deep coverage, help cover 2, and see if I can make a play. Tip a ball. So you got 2 of the best right here. 7, Marcus Connolly out of Franklinton, and number 8, the youngster, the rookie with the Cardinals, Rondé White. 3-man stand up front. Now they go in, it's right, I think, going into a hand on the turf. A lot of time running off. They're wasting time here. Snap, straight drop, pressure off the edge. He's almost bottles up Bolton, and they bring him down. That's a group sack.
Big pressure.
That's a group sack.
Stephen Wright.
Dustin Morrow got the pressure off the edge. He forced him out of the pocket, turned the wrong way, and Stephen Wright got credit for the sack. Just excellent defensive effort. But Dustin Morrow off the edge, he beat the blocker on the end, and he forced Bolton to go from right back to left into the oncoming rush of Stephen Wright. So defensive pressure, timely moments. And it's not been one guy, it's been 3, 4, or 5 guys. Stephen Jackson has been tremendous this entire ball game defensively, as has Josiah Miller on both defense and offense. Stephen Wright in on a number of tackles, and Dustin Moreau. So those have been the catalysts defensively for the Cardinals. Snap. This is a different quarterback, I believe. Throws upfield. Oh, no! Threw into triple. No, there was 2 receivers there. It was into triple coverage. The ball was underthrown. And this was a backup. I'm not sure who the backup quarterback. Let's see. I can't get a number, but that is not Bolton, the starter. Let's see here. I thought the ball was kind of off the receiver's hands. Boy, this is a major penalty. I didn't see pass interference. I thought the receiver had a chance to catch the ball, but it flew harmlessly to the turf. I didn't see anybody pull him down, but that was the call, pass interference, just a costly penalty against the secondary that was in triple coverage. I'm trying to see if this is the backup quarterback, maybe number 12, but I'm not sure if I can get some help there. Snap, straight drop, sideline right, completion, little or nothing there. It does fight ahead for some positive yardage.
Nice swarm there to the ball by number 52. Tackle by number 9. Let's see this.
Trying to see who the quarterback is. Bolton.
Number 9, Jay-Sean Lee.
Bolton has played the whole game, but this is their backup quarterback for the Savages.
Make noise.
I believe it might be number 12, who is Irvin Wolf, the owner and player for the Savages. Played a lot last year. He's in his mid-30s or so he's not a youngster. Shotgun, straight drop, looks up, is hit as he throws. Oh, that was a near hookup, but ball falls incomplete. So Emmanuel Doyle with the pressure on Wolf. Straight up the gut. He hits him as he releases the football. That was into double coverage, but the receiver had an opportunity to maybe make that catch. So quarterbacking on this particular possession is number 12, Irvin Wolf. He's an athlete, player, owner with the Savages. Don't know if anything is wrong with Bolton or not, the starter. He had played every snap up until about the last 3. So Wolf, shotgun. Quick pass to the far side, quick hitter up. Oh, first down, breaks tackles and goes ahead for first down yardage. Short, quick hitter game.
He's in bounds.
So Irvin Wolf has found a little rhythm here in this fourth quarter as time is winding down. Obviously a key possession and drive of the ball game. Cardinals bending just a bit, but trying not to break. 250 and running. Wolf, shotgun, snap, rolling to the right, pressure, throws upfield rather low. I don't know if that was a completion or not. No, it's side judge, I think, saying incomplete.
Looks to be an incomplete pass. It's going to bring up second down and 10.
So Wolf in the shotgun, looking to the right. He is pressured off the edge. He throws upfield. Yeah, the ball bounded in. The ball should be called incomplete.
We're going to need a whole bunch of that thing you call.
So that'll bring up second and 10. Ball at the 26-yard line of the Cardinals. Cardinals looking to come up with a big defensive stop as the game time is winding down. About 2.5 to go into tonight's ball game. Cardinals lead 29-22 over the Savages. Owner and player and now quarterback for the Savages, Irvin Wolf. He throws to the far side, similar route that he threw before, and the same result. breaking out of tackles, going upfield.
Looks like it's going to be third and about 1 yard.
Looked like stopped just shy of first down yardage. This should bring up third down. We'll call it third and about 2 yards to go. Clock is running. We'll be nearing the 2-minute warning. Late substitutions for the Cardinals. Now this, man, that had to be a illegal procedure. There were defensive players running off the field. Offensive guys were not in formation and set. Let's see what the officials, if they're going to get together again and talk about this. The back judge looks like he wants to talk to somebody.
That's going to be fourth down and 1 yard. Fourth down for the game, ladies and gentlemen. You know what to do.
So the down marker on the far side of the field still has it as third, so I'm not sure if they let them run that play or not. The down marker, now it's flipped very late, but it's flipped to fourth. This could be the entire ball game right here. We're right at 2 minutes, 2:01. About 1.5 yards to 2 yards to go for the first down. Fourth down, Cardinals get a stop. They should be able to run out the clock. Savages pick it up, who knows? This will be a short passing attempt, I'm sure. Wolf, shotgun, snap. No, he's going to run it. Hit up the middle, fighting hard for yardage. Did he get there? Now we have a stoppage. Are they going to measure for it, or what are they going to do? 2-minute warning. If we see a replay, Wolf out of the shotgun was running the ball. All right, here's our replay. Snap is Wolf, run all the way. Heads upfield, and somebody off the edge almost got a look at him. I believe that's 12, maybe? So the ball is at the 15-yard line. Cardinals looking for a defensive stop. Savages would like nothing more, as we're inside the 2-minute warning, or right there, looking for nothing more than to run a little more time and put the ball in the end zone, and then have to convert a 1-point PAT to tie or a 2-point conversion to win it. Cardinals defense goes back to the field. We've had a lot of big defensive plays tonight by a number of the Cardinals. Stephen Jackson has been all over the place. Josiah Miller as well. Dustin Moreau has made a couple key impact plays off the edge. Stephen Wright, his usual performance. He gets double teamed a lot in the inside. So big pickup by the backup quarterback, Irvin Wolf. Shotgun, trips to the left, single receiver to the top. Wolf awaits the snap, got it, straight drop. No, that's short. I think he saw the defense jumped it. They had 4 defenders on 2 receivers, and I think instead of trying to throw it, he tried to stop it, and he darted it into the ground. Let's see our replay. Here it is. Yeah, he just downed that because there were 3-4 Cardinals right there. It was a forward pass, so it's okay there.
As soon as they break the huddle, as soon as they line up, they're going tempo. Make some noise!
Savages would like some key offensive yardage here, and Cardinals looking for stops. Somebody to make an impact play on either side of the football in a 7-point contest. An option play. Wolf started to run, he pitches it. The ball was almost fumbled, but not. Or was it? He lost the player lost his helmet. Now we've got, all right, here's a rollout. Wolf pitches the ball. Good run up here. The ball was bounced. I don't know that he ever got it back. They're giving the ball back to the Savages. Savages knocking on the door now. That was an excellent run by Antoine. Lost his helmet in the process. I'm not sure. Maybe they blew the ball dead at that point, but I thought the ball was laying loose on the side of him. So the Savages break the huddle. So unknown what happened to Bolton, the starter, but the owner is calling his own number to see about getting his name and his team on the board. Low snap. It's a bounder. Nice defensive play. Excellent play by number 12 as the ball was snapped very low, went through the lower grill of Wolf. There is a flag on the play, but excellent play by number 12. That's Jaira McGill of North Shore. Ball is sitting at the 15-yard line where the initial line of scrimmage was after Wolf had picked up that short first down. So a little more of discussion. As you see, the ball is seated at the 15-yard line. Stephen Jackson is just upset about something coming to this near sideline. So officials convening again. That's 4 zebras together right there. Interesting to see what they call here. There was a flag. Here it is. Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Savages. Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct. They offset, nullify each other. That's why Stephen Jackson coming out was so mad. He threw his helmet, and I don't know. So the ball is at the... So the flags are still down in the field at about the 8-yard line. Well, I know one thing, that you're supposed to have your helmet on your head during the ball game. And how can he? Yeah, well, he might have just cost his team a potential getting back in the ball game. He went over and got into the official's face with his helmet off, so you can't even mistake with the face mask what he might have been trying to say or do. So there's still the flag down on the field. This is going to be a 15-yard dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct. Now more guys for the Savages have their helmets off than have them on. So if I was the officials, I'd tell every player offensively to go back into the huddle. You don't need to discuss. You don't need to talk to him. Now 6 is talking to one official. But all the officials now look at the lower part of the screen. Everybody's complaining, and the officials have not taken charge to put anybody. You just mark off the 15 yards and put the ball back in play. There's my rant and rave. It's a double R. You got to call timeout, send both teams to the sideline, and get a handle of this game. I couldn't even attempt to tell you where the ball is going to be once they're done. I think it's going to be marked off from the 15-yard line, going 15 yards upfield, right to left. You can't have this kind in the second round of the playoffs in the Next Level Football Alliance. Yeah, the ball is at the 15. They clearly marked. They had nullifying personal foul calls, one on the Cardinals, one on the Savages. But then the Savage player that was vehemently discussing the calls with his helmet off, clearly they need to mark off another 15 yards, and the ball needs to be at the 30-yard line.
15 yards after that for the personal foul afterwards.
There it is. But it took them how many minutes to do this? I don't get it. Even the PA announcer, Gary Narcisse, was trying to get them verbally to understand that, yeah, you got to mark the 15 off. That's not the right place. I think it's supposed to be at the 30. The ball is at the 25-yard line. I'd have to see film of this. I thought the ball was at the 15-yard line.
Cardinal fans, make some noise.
Well, we got a little over a minute left, nonetheless, in the ball game. Taking about 15 minutes to run a couple plays here, and we still haven't run one. Game not over by any stretch of the imagination on the 25-yard line. Irvin Wolf, owner and player, number 12, filling in for Bolton. Not sure injury or what, but Bolton went the entire way before Wolf came in. Shotgun, empty backfield, snap, straight drop, pressure, throwing upfield. Ball is picked off at about the 5-yard line, and that will do it. Is that, let's see who it is. Marcus Connolly, I thought it was. Number 7, Marcus Connolly gets the interception. Here's our Flying Ghost production replay. He jumped that route and got the ball at about the 5-yard line and then held on to it and took a vicious hit. But that should wrap it up. Clock is running now. So let's see if they stop it. So the ball was intercepted. And it was Marcus Connolly, I believe, on the interception. That'll give him 2 tonight. He's got the pick 6, 91 yards in the first half. And then that one that should seal the deal here for the Cardinals. 7-point contest, but I'll tell you, the 15-yard penalty, the unsportsmanlike dead ball penalty on the Savages really hurt their chances as they were driving down to either tie or take the lead. So they'll just, the Cardinals will just have to take a knee and go in victory formation. Somebody coming in late in the play. This is when you get in victory formation, you put your best athlete down around your 5-yard line. They're going to simply take a knee. Yeah, and that's what you don't like to see. You don't like to see what I just thought was going to happen. Guys want to rush over the football at the snap. It's obvious the quarterback is just going to take a knee, and they're lucky that didn't get out of hand. And the Cardinals are doing the right thing. Now, the Cardinals need to just walk away from it, go back to your huddle. If you're the Cardinals, you don't need to be on the other side of the football. Go back into your offensive huddle, go in victory formation again, and take a knee. And then the ball game is over. So we're down to nitty-gritty here. Cardinals look like they are going to advance and head to the 3rd round of the playoffs. First year they've won 2 playoff games in a playoff season. Last 2 weeks ago, they won their 2nd playoff game in their career. They started playing in 2017. Coming into tonight, they've had a really good record, like 51-16. So the Cardinals looks like they're going to walk away with a hard-earned victory. Not sure why it's taken them so long to put the ball in play here. My one comment is why everything takes so long. Unless somebody has called a timeout, but if so, clearly motion a timeout. Cardinals will enjoy this win if, in fact, they can run out what time is remaining. So there's E.J. Walls, the 4th-year offensive coordinator. In all black there, walking towards the camera now, is Blaine Bond. He coached for those first 3 years, 17, 18, and 19. He was like 18 and 5, then stepped away. And then Garen Narcisse, the current executive director, did some head coach time, did some defensive coordinator time, did whatever fun time he had with the Cardinals organization, as he was one of the original founders. So there it is. They're gonna run the clock, and this ball game is going into the books. So our final is 29-22 in favor of your homestanding Bayou Lacombe Cardinals. The Cardinals are the 2 seed. They move to 8-2 on the season, and as I mentioned, second playoff victory in the same season. 3rd playoff victory since 2017 with this team's inception. So Blaine Bond has them really firing on all cylinders. Tonight, just an outstanding defensive effort. We're going to highlight a few of the defensive guys, and those defensive players would be Stephen Jackson.